You saw a trailer for this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched it. It went to space.
That's right.
Yeah, and I thought the idea was cool enough to be like, guys, check this out, and you guys didn't like the trailer, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't suggest stuff for a while.
It was okay. It was just
not a great trailer.
I didn't understand
the appeal.
We're gonna air a trailer in space.
Yeah, that was.
It was a marketing gimmick.
Yeah,
I get it. It just didn't market to me, I guess.
That was not the gimmick.
Trailer was okay.
Hey guys, crew of Blind Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Jake.
I'm Calvin.
Aaron.
And we are here to check out a new movie called Transformers 1. Which, when I hear that title, I think everything you know about Transformers, you don't need it. You can watch just this.
That's
Sure.
what I've heard.
It's Transformers 1.
But you should have watched Beast Wars.
I did not.
You should, because Beast Wars is good.
Yeah.
But not because it's connected?
Oh,
No, just because it's good.
It's just,
Okay.
it's just you should watch Beast Wars.
Okay.
My only Transformers experience is really just the first two or couple Michael Bay movies. So that's all I really
That's
have.
it?
That's all I really have. And I got to one where I was like, I'm really disliking this. I didn't even finish it.
Which
That's
one?
fair.
Who starred?
It wasn't the one with Leonard Nimoy.
Two's rough.
It was like a knight, something about knights.
The Last Night.
I'm pretty sure.
had-
Didn't you and I watch? I'm pretty sure at least you and I
Dark
watched.
of the Moon?
I think we got a Transformer.
Which one
Yeah,
is that one?
maybe.
Mark
did we?
Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg had some kind of weird
Is
thing. He's
that-
like, I think we got a Transformer.
Well,
Is that
I-
Age of Extinction?
I don't know.
I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't personally have a relationship with this franchise that's super like, hell yeah, Transformers, that like my brother has and so many of my friends have.
Sure.
That
You
I'm
didn't
kind
watch
of
it growing up.
kind of jealous of it because I never saw the original stuff and I haven't played with the toys. So when I hear Transformers 1, I go, okay, clean slate, show me what you got. That's where I'm going
what
into
you got.
Yeah.
It's like the 80s kids had that cool Transformers cartoon to the movie. The
90s
90s
kids
kids had
had-
Beast Wars.
Oh, yeah.
And then after that, I don't know what they did with it.
Sure.
Transformers Prime I hear is good.
I've seen some episodes to that, just like sprinkled throughout. It was when I'd catch an episode, and I went to start rewatching it recently, and then I was like, it shows up on polls. I'm gonna wait and see if it wins, and then maybe watch
People
it.
do have it on the recommended.
Yeah.
Go.
I think almost every Transformers like show is usually like you could just start watching this one. You don't need to know the other ones or anything.
I think everyone that I know of
yeah.
is that way. How much experience do you have with the franchise, Calvin?
More than Eric of the
Live
Michael
action
Bay
ones?
live action ones. I mean, I've seen maybe one or two episodes of the old cartoon way back, but I've heard Rick talk about like, oh yeah, like episode 1 of the cartoon is like devastating, but
I've heard good things about the cartoon movie.
not the
The
first
movie?
episode, the last episode rather.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I think I remember that one. And then you've seen Beast Wars and the live actions, Aaron. Is that?
I've seen several of the live actions. I don't think I've seen all of them. I haven't seen the Beast War movie, whatever it was
The
called.
Rise
I
of the
did.
Beast.
Yeah, I haven't got to see that one yet.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I mean, it was okay. I didn't fully understand why.
But I've seen Bumblebee. I think I saw the Shia LaBeouf ones. I saw some of the Mark Wahlberg ones.
I haven't seen Bumblebee.
But
Is there more than
I saw
one?
Beast Wars. Huh?
Two.
I think there's at least two of them.
There's
yeah.
2, yeah.
I've seen. I saw Beast Wars season 1 and into season 2, but I don't remember. I think it was. I don't know if it was called Beast Wars into season 2.
It had a different name.
There was like a weird transition they did
Yeah.
to like a new show and stuff. But
And new
most of mine is that a little bit of like there's like a younger kid one where they're all like rescue bots. And I've seen like some various things like that. So.
Just the kids having it on. Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
like we would watch with the kids and stuff too. But they were all like fire trucks and a rescue helicopter and that
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
I don't remember the name, but I think I know what you're talking about. So then I have the most experience because I've seen I think all of G1, that movie, all of Beast Wars.
I never saw the original or the original movie.
Yeah, I think I've seen all of G1, but I might have missed some of it, like a couple episodes. I've seen all the live actions except for the Last Night. I just got tired of them. I did not really enjoy the Michael Bay ones for the most part. And I've seen a couple of like the early 2000s cartoons as well, Energon and Armada, and I've played a couple of the games, War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, which are both very good
I think
games.
I played one that was called like Devastation. something.
I've heard that one's
I forget.
pretty good as well.
It was much more like cell shaded, cartoony looking than like I think War for Cybertron's a little bit more metal.
Grounded and like gritty.
Yeah, I think the Transformers looked more like it's metal, whereas like it looked more like the cartoon on the one I played.
Where it was like
I think that one recently
toy
got
plastic kind
came
of.
back
It was a little
came
bit
back to Steam maybe,
Yeah, I
or was
think so.
talking about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a much stronger connection with this franchise than I've always really loved it, and I've honestly been getting a lot of the older stuff on my feeds, like my socials lately, because this movie came out. So I'm really,
I've heard
really
people
excited.
have liked it. I haven't seen it. Has anyone seen this at all?
No.
No?
We saw a trailer.
Yep.
And I
In
remember being like,
space.
in space. And I remember being like, yeah, the trailer was okay, but it didn't have Peter Cullen's voice in there. And I was
Yeah.
like, well,
Does that matter to you?
for some reason, yes.
I would say you don't have that connection, right?
I know, but I do to that voice. Like, that's like the one thing I can point to being like,
'Cause of-
unabashedly, this is awesome.
Because of Michael Bay.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the only connection you would have, right?
absolutely. But there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
Thank you, Michael Bay.
Thank you, Michael. No problem.
That is a choice that I will always respect Michael Bay for, is keeping Optimus's voice,
Yeah.
because
Bumblebee's a radio.
Yeah, Calvin, you got the ending. What's the line at the end? We are. What is it?
We are waiting.
Yeah, so
we
good.
are here. How did I know?
At the dawn of time, there was our gracious and powerful creator,
Primus?
Primus. From within Cybertron's core, Primus birthed the first Transformers, known as the Primes.
13 of them?
Powerful Transformers, appointed to lead and protect future generations.
Attention. Unauthorized movement detected in
He's not moving.
Sector J3.
KDK-12 to KDK-1. Reaching archives in 10 seconds.
Halt. Criminal. Prepare to be detained. Halt. Criminal. Prepare to be detained.
Uh-oh. How about this? I run away, you chase me, we play that game, huh? Come on, you're bigger, faster, it'll be fun.
He doesn't have a cog. Let's give him a head start.
Why not? It's not like you can transform.
Oh, yeah? Well, watch this.
I was gonna say.
That was so funny. The music just cut off.
I love that. That was such a good cut.
It's beautifully
I used to
animated
watch
too.
Transformers.
Fellas,
See what's happening.
thanks for the head start. You want to give me another one?
True.
You're dead!
I'll take that as a no.
Hey! Sorry, sir. I didn't mean you. I was referring to the bot who was behind you.
Was
Where'd he
behind
go?
you.
The filthy red and blue bot has a big mouth, squeaky joints, gives off a corroded metallic stench.
Where is he?
He went that way.
When I get my
Brian Tyree Henry.
You know, Sentinel says Megatronus was the
strongest prime to ever live. I know, buddy.
Looks good on you.
Oh, it's really cool.
Megatronus.
Thanks.
Always got your back.
No matter what.
What's that one's name?
D16.
D16.
Happy to take the lead today, Captain. Feeling like I have enough power in me to drill down and touch Primus myself.
You don't have the touch or the power.
You got the touch.
You got the power.
You got the power.
You guys need to actually listen to that soundtrack, because that's not even the best song.
But I know it's Transformer related.
It
Yep.
is.
Unstable! Gotta move!
Your mining record.
Bad.
Jazz is stuck. Alita, we've got a trap miner. I'm falling back to assist.
Just grab your pack and go!
Yeah, good idea.
What? No! I didn't mean it!
All clear!
Too late, baby.
That was really cool.
Fine, every time, baby.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, this is your fear, huh?
This is worse than your fear, Eric.
Oh,
No.
That's no bueno.
Please, they're not gonna fire you.
Little one, you're fired.
I followed protocol to the letter.
Well, that is true. I was the one who broke the rules.
No one asked you, Darkwing. Please, I have worked too hard for this.
You are no-cog bots with limited options. Report to Waste Management immediately.
I may not have a cog, but my finger can transform. Guess which one? I'll give you a limited option.
Excuse me, sir. Allow me. I apologize on his behalf for the disrespect.
Damn. Man.
It's
Punches
just,
the metal all around him.
just different class of citizens.
Yeah, no cogs and cogs.
What
Like,
makes
can
him
you earn a cog?
Yeah,
or,
what makes him a no cog?
Or do you just
I don't know.
have one?
They just don't have the money for a cog? Like, what is it?
Yeah.
Hello, my friends. Hello, Iacon City. Hello to our saviors, the industrious miners who toil selflessly to maintain our energon reserves. I celebrate you. I departed with hopes of finding the matrix of leadership, the key to bringing balance to Cybertron. I regret to inform you that we've returned empty-handed. This is a setback, but not a failure. Rest assured, I will find the matrix of leadership so that energon can flow again. Tomorrow there will be no work, all shifts off, because tomorrow is the Iacon 5000! Woo! My favorite event, a high-octane race all across Iacon City.
So I guess this race is iaconic.
Welcome to Iacon 5000. There they are. Put your hands together as today's competitors are taking the field.
My friends, my Cybertronian family, it has been precisely 50 cycles since the Quintessons attacked our home. 50 cycles since the battle that killed the other Primes, my brothers and sisters in arms. Today we honor the Primes who gave their lives for ours. We show them that the strength of Cybertron will never be diminished.
Why'd you bring Jeff
Just
back?
casually.
It's time to show them we are more than meets the eye.
Oh, no.
And they're off. This is a first in Iacon 5000 history. How are they going to survive?
Yes!
There it goes.
Across the city, right?
You thinking what I'm thinking? Hopefully that road gets built in time.
I don't believe it! The miners take down Darkwing!
Darkwing, you bastard!
Great effort, Darkwing! Now work!
Oh man, how important would it be to win even just one?
Yeah.
Or
They wanted to just beat one of the Transformers. They're close to beating them all. They were.
Darkwing.
No.
No.
At least it's not
From behind to take the
Chromia.
prize.
Okay.
Talk about an Iacon 5000.
Guys, get across the line.
yeah, you just gotta get across the line.
Pretty good.
Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, tenth.
Honestly, though, just crossing the finish line's enough.
Do not worry, you will be fixed up in no time.
Did I win?
You participated.
Yay!
Looks like a Inquisitor or something.
Spiders.
What you two did today was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Sir, this is all my idea, and we're so sorry.
I loved it!
You did?
The fact of the matter is, we're halfway into the first shift since the race ended, and that mining crew has already reached 150% quota. You inspired them to work harder. Arachnid, have someone escort these heroes to my personal service facilities. Best care in Iacon. Until next time, legends.
Don't trust him.
Nope, not even a little.
Yeah, 100% quota.
Yeah.
They're mining more.
And all the other primes just died.
Miners!
Darkwing.
Trash.
Yep.
I'm not sure it's just trash.
Ace.
You're real. You're others. You're not me. You're here, and you're not me.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, I'm B127, by the way, but you can call me B. I'm actually working on some nicknames. The one I'm floating right now is Badassatron, which is actually pronounced
Badassatron.
Just him.
This is EP508. This is AAtron, and this fella here is Steve.
Steve?
Yeah, he's foreign.
Question, do they talk back to you?
They're not real. What? You think I'm that crazy?
No, it's just you've been down here.
No, I was talking to Steve.
Coming from...
Oh, Steve! No!
I am so sorry. We can fix it. Don't worry, Dad.
Steve!
Steve!
Repeat, Zeta Prime has fallen.
It's an SOS message.
Protect the Matrix. Sending location coordinates. Sending location coordinates.
Oh, damn.
What do you think Sentinel's reaction would be if you personally handed him the Matrix of leadership that you found?
Okay, stop. I know what you're trying to do, and it's definitely working. I'm in.
Yeah, buddy.
How do we get to the surface?
Versus laying in
You
here.
kidding me? The surface? Easy. I know a way. But it won't be easy.
Easy.
Climb and shoot.
Probably first time for them all.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, it's a fucking giant robot's body.
It's beautiful.
I thought it was dangerous.
I am
Yeah, where are the quintessons?
speechless.
I think they drove them back.
What is that?
Is it like a
Is
storm?
it getting bigger?
Like a wave?
Or closer.
Why is the train so slow? That was a great, just
Yeah, it's like almost like a dust storm in a way. you
Yeah,
know?
just a transformation storm.
Is the train safe or will it destroy the train?
It. I think it just adapts.
Jeez.
yeah, it just
You okay?
Oh, jeez.
Please stop punching me.
I'll go on your little quest, because I don't have a choice. But I carry the map, I navigate, and if this leads to nothing, then I'm dragging you and those two idiot GoBots back to Iacon City
Hey.
and to the first
We'll call 'em
supervisor
GoBots.
depot we see,
Kmart
at which point
Transformers.
you will explain everything
what it
that's
is?
happened
Isn't it?
I've heard
using
GoBot
words that
before.
reflect me in a very positive light.
Whoa.
Predator. Don't run. Oh shit.
just standing underneath of it.
Nice.
Ah, it's like Squid Games.
There we go.
Wonder finger.
Dang.
Matrix.
A cave with teeth. Nothing scary about that.
The primes.
We're here.
Megatron is prime.
I understand where that logo comes from now.
The Matrix. It's gone.
It's pried open.
Let's keep looking.
You can find a recording or something here.
Yeah.
Someone's like last moments or something.
Shove it down his.
Whoa, it's okay. It's okay. You're safe now. We heard your message. We've come to find the
Your
Matrix.
transformation cogs. What happened to you? Who are you?
We're cogless miners from Iacon.
Miners. Why?
Well, we've had to drill for energon ever since it stopped flowing.
If we find the matrix of leadership and get it to Sentinel Prime, he can...
Sentinel is no prime. For thousands of cycles, the war with the Quintessons had been a brutal conflict. It was a mission so important, we primes took it on ourselves.
Look at him.
We agreed to meet Sentinel for his sensitive intel in secret. We were outnumbered but stood as one.
Nice.
Our victory was near. Until we were betrayed.
Sentinel, why? For all the power of Cybertron.
The matrix of leadership can only be wielded by one that Primus himself deems worthy. And Sentinel most certainly was not.
Disintegrated?
Wait, hold on. You're saying
Morpheus' name?
that the matrix of leadership...
Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah.
No.
Jeesh.
That's probably the command ship.
Real big one. I love how
the eyes.
carapace and everything looks.
Yeah. I
Oh
love the
my God.
I love the texture of it.
Slightly iridescent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get it.
Pure.
Energon cubes.
Traitor! No.
She sees everything.
Wait, oh.
I swear I will get you the rest. Triple time every mining shift. No miner gets a break until I get my Energon. All of it. Let's go.
He deceived everyone.
Sentinel bought himself power and then put us to work, paying off his debt.
I can't believe it.
You just had to break protocol.
Who cares about protocol?
I do. I care. Because nothing bad happens when you stay on protocol. You're never thinking about anything else, just yourself. Fantastic. Another Orion Pack's master plan. I can't wait to hear this.
Wait, don't you want to stop him?
No, I want to kill him.
Son or daughter of Cybertron is born without a cog.
Oh, yeah. I've been with
another
myself
system of
since
control.
I came online, and this slot's always been empty.
What are you saying? Are you saying...
No way. Nobody could be that evil. Not even Sentinel.
He removed your cogs before you came online. My fellow primes had that spark, and I see their strength in you.
The cogs.
Yeah, take their cogs.
Take their cogs and access your full potential.
Did he get his full helmet?
They were one. You are one. All are one. Embedded in this are the records I have shown you. Use it to reveal the truth.
We're out of time. We gotta move.
Wait. We can't just leave you here.
Your fight will come, my friend. Primus has a purpose for us all. But this fight is mine. Now go.
Let's see what he can do with the little bit of Energon left.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's working!
He's just gonna dip it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's still got his hands.
He's just crawling. Oh, finally.
Cool.
Airbags. Yep.
Gets his wheels at the last second.
Yes! We have to get back to Iacon.
Looks like the fastest way back to Iacon.
Here, I got it.
Whoa, hey, what are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, but be
I
careful.
got it.
Our proof is inside, and you're spilling it everywhere.
I got it.
Okay.
Alpha Triumph! You are still alive. Would you look at that? You look horrible.
Traitor, you are a disgrace.
Primus will surely.
Yes, shut up.
You will fall, and a new prime will
You
rise.
go again. I don't want to listen to any more speeches. There were others in the cave with you. Who are they?
They are to be your undoing. Think you can do
Oh, didn't I just say no speeches? You heard me, right? This is what I'm talking about. Unbelievable. All of them were like that. So disrespectful.
Okay. Hunt down the others.
Makes sense why she's more bug-like too.
Yeah. Cool. That's why she has the big
The hoops.
hoops in the leg.
So cool.
Yeah.
We just have to trust that everyone will believe what we show them.
I trusted Sentinel. With everything.
There's only one body I know I can.
Whoa.
I was like, oh no, something's going on the screen.
Yeah. I was worried.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, really cool.
It is really.
That messes me too for a second. It's like, wait, what happened?
Are you spies
Is this Starscream?
or just incompetent lackeys?
We're not spies.
But he is incompetent. Why is he gagged?
He wouldn't shut up.
Stop talking.
He's unconscious?
Especially when he was unconscious.
The Cybertronian High Guard.
I told you it wasn't tight enough.
Prestigious defenders of Iacon. Look, that's Starscream, and you're Shockwave, and Soundwave. Gosh, raise your hand if Wave is in your name. There's a lot of waves.
Silence! The idea of a unified Cybertron is a myth. All that counts is the strength of one bot over another.
I'm not cowering in some busted ship playing king of the throne. I'm not pretending like I'm making a difference by throwing one punch and then running away to hide. I found out that Sentinel is rotten today, and I'm gonna make him pay for it. Today!
You think you can insult me and just walk away?
Well, how can you say so? With my head in your teeth.
Hit me! Do it! Come on! Yeah, more! Is that all you got? Just fuck! Let's go! Do it! Come on!
Whoa.
He got his big gun.
Stop.
He's so much more
not the enemy.
screechy.
Well, he crushed his.
Bear witness! This is the last time I show mercy. You can stay here and hide, bowing before your pathetic leader, or follow me as we march on Iacon and I take down Sentinel once and for all!
He's gonna need a new name.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. They found them now.
Yep. Riding on a skateboard.
Yeah. Transforming to cut him in half.
Nice. He twisted him in half. That's
Yes.
so fucking cool.
That was awesome.
Oh my
That
god.
was legitimately awesome.
Whoa.
It's also like a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
That's really fucking cool.
Such a cool design.
Cool.
Elise, get down!
Oh man, they took both of them.
They got D16 and B.
Oh, no.
And half of those high guard nut jobs.
Oh, they still have the. Oh no.
Gone.
Yep.
Listen to me. I really want you to hear this. Are you listening? I'm better than you.
Yeah, okay, I'm hearing you.
I'm better than you in every way except you have hope.
Yeah, and how'd that work out?
My point is that your instincts tell you to break protocol for a reason. This blind optimism that you have is why you make such bold and courageous choices that are also extremely stupid. You can envision a better future
He's an optimist.
that no one else can see. And if we ever want to see B and D16 again,
First one in a
that
long
is the
time.
Orion
This
packs
this
that we
world,
need
this
right
city.
Shockwave, sound wave, view in the back. In order to save our captured friends, we have to act now.
How about I blast you back to Iowa?
She likes punching people in the face.
Everyone, shut up! All of you. Listen to him.
Why should we follow you? We will follow you.
Roll out.
Roll out.
What?
Transform and roll out!
Oh, you captured Starscream!
It was too easy.
I'm going to rip you apart piece by piece so that your death is painful and you'll regret the day
You
you
sound
witnessed.
ridiculous. It's weird. Well, well. What's this about?
I'm not kneeling in front of you.
Ah, Megatronus Prime. Of course you were a fan. Megatronus was the coolest Prime, the biggest, the baddest, the toughest.
That's why after I killed him, I took his cog for myself. Let's make sure it doesn't come off.
Oh, he uses it as a stencil. Yeah.
Orion? Jazz.
Is it really you?
Yeah, I know I look a little different.
Little? There's nothing little about you.
How is this possible?
We were all born with transformation cogs. And then Sentinel, he stole them from us. He took away our ability to make our own decisions. He stole our freedom. What defines a transformer is not the cog in its chest, but the spark that resides in their core. A spark that gives you the will to make your world better. And that spark, Sentinel can never take from us. I promise you, this fight will be worth it. Follow me. Nothing can stop us when we stand together. Together as one.
High guard eject.
There's too many. We have to abort.
We're not gonna make it.
Pedal to the pedal, miners. Let's break some protocol.
Yeah, the mining tools. Shuttles and jetpacks and stuff.
Hell yeah. Oh my god.
You can't win, Miner. I see everything.
That's right, you do. Except the tower we're about to crash into.
Ugh. Oh.
And they didn't do a very good job of protecting.
They did not.
They got it. Should have got him out of there.
Cool.
Oh, I just threw the gun at the last
What
one.
has he done? This is nothing compared to what I'm gonna do to Sentinel.
Yeah!
Oh, I got a battle mask! Alita! Battle mask! It appeared with this guy!
Okay, I remember that from the trailer.
Cool.
It's over, Sentinel. You can't escape the truth.
What truth?
That I plucked the cogs from your newborn chests? Forced you to mine so that I could pay off the quintessons and live like a king? None of that matters. Because the truth is what I made it.
He's too strong.
I have a plan. We need Arachnid.
Arachnid?
We need her memory.
Where is she?
She has the proof.
Alita.
I said don't break her.
Relax. I'm being very gentle.
Orion, look! I have knife hands!
I can see that.
I'm gonna cut these guys' watch!
To be fair, if someone was that excited, I would probably run away too.
What's wrong, D16? Rise up!
That's why after I killed him, I took his cog for myself.
That I plucked the cogs from your newborn chests? Forced you to mine so that I could pay off the quintessons and live like a king? What truth?
I swear I will catch you the lesson. I'm working my miner's ass as hard as I can. I swear I will catch you the lesson.
Oh, tangle from behind.
Yep, that one was fun.
What are you doing?
It's over, D. Everyone in Iacon knows the truth.
So do I! He took everything from us. I have to do this.
No, you don't. We're better than this. Don't be like Sentinel.
Pax, you need to move out of my way before I move you myself.
D, listen.
Yep.
No. Why? Why did you do that? Why? I'm done saving you.
Deep hole.
Yeah.
Deep hole.
It's opening up and getting deeper.
Power bomb!
Oh my god.
Dude, he just tanked that hit too. Cool. Are we gonna get a voice for Primus?
Oh my gosh, you
That
just
would
ripped
be
him
great.
apart.
Yeah. We get probably get another transformation of him.
The age of crimes has ended. No more false prophets. Follow me, and you will never again be deceived. Rise up!
Orion Pax, your noble sacrifice for the greater good has proven you worthy in the eyes of Primus. He entrusts in you the future Cybertron. And the Matrix of Leadership.
I am Megatron!
Arise! Optimus Prime.
He's gonna kill everyone.
We have to stop him. Come on.
And also, he
Prime.
was the largest and the strongest. Right?
Dude, he just flew through that.
Oh, nice.
That's so cool.
Fuck yeah.
Primus gave you the Matrix.
We could have built the future together.
I'll build it myself after I tear down everyone in my way!
He gets a battle mask. Oh, that's cool. He did this and got flamethrowers. Cool. He's undefeated. Dude, yeah, they're doing all the cool Transformer kind of things. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. He picked it back up. Oh, it's on his back.
That's so cool.
This is super cool.
Oh, yeah. On axe. That's I mean, axe out for that.
Oh, he used his gun.
So sweet.
It is very sweet.
Like the gun. Oh, nice.
We were given the power to change our world, and you chose to destroy it. Just like Sentinel, you have betrayed Cybertron and its citizens. And you betrayed me. You are banished from Iacon. It didn't have to end this way.
This isn't over, Prime.
And I'm sorry, B, but I cannot let you go back to sub-level 50. I may be a Prime now, but I'm gonna need you by my side.
Are you serious? This is the greatest day of my life. I get to work for the government.
Okay. So that's new.
Everyone gets a cog. You get a cog. You get a cog. Everyone look under your seats.
Jazz. I think I saw Ratchet.
To right wrongs, to make our world better. Because here, freedom and autonomy are the rights of all sentient beings. Here, all are truly Autobots. This message is a warning to all Quintessons. If you dare return to Cybertron, the Autobots will be waiting. I will be waiting. I am Optimus Prime.
Sweet. It's pretty cool. I wonder if there's anything else with it, but
I don't know.
that was really cool. Steve.
He's dead.
Atron.
Hey guys! Great news, the Energon's back. And I have a cog and I can transform. It's a long story, I'll fill you in later. Oh, and here's the best part. My hands are straight up knives.
Oh no.
Watch this. Knife hands!
No!
Oh, was it Scarlet?
Yeah, she was the leader one.
Oh, was that B?
Yeah.
I was wondering if
that was Starscream. I couldn't remember his name.
I thought it was, but I wasn't sure.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
John Hamm. Is that who was Sentinel?
Sentinel Prime. Okay.
That makes sense.
Brian Tyree. I feel like I know that name.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what he's in. He's the voice for Miles' dad in the Spider-Verse films.
Oh, okay. That's where
he's also in the Godzilla vs. Kong movies. He's the conspiracy theorist.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that him?
Okay.
Okay.
He's also in Atlanta. He's in... Oh, man. He's in a bunch of stuff, and I'm blanking on it.
Bullet Train.
Yeah, he was...
he was in that.
Yeah, he was one
Lemon?
of the assassins.
Dude, the voice of Soundwave in like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
He's also Jeff the Shark in Rivals.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Those are very different roles.
That was Zeta Prime.
Yep.
Okay.
Who was it?
James Remar.
Oh, yeah, you saw that.
Did Primus talk?
No.
Primus did not. No.
Was that just
It was just
Lawrence again?
Alpha Trion.
Trion, yeah.
Yeah, there was a part of me that, like, if Primus didn't speak, then you make it Peter Cullen.
Yeah. Yeah, getting Primus's name right would be tough. Or his voice right.
Yeah.
Because one of the iconic voices of the animated movies from the 80s was Orson Welles, who, like Obi-Wan in the original trilogy, just didn't understand what he was in and didn't like it. But his performance was incredible.
Yep. He was also supposed to be Darth Vader's voice, too. At a certain point.
He died right after the movie. He did his lines for the movie. It was the last thing he did.
I often see the breakdown of the orchestra by instrument in credits very much.
No,
you don't.
It's kind of cool.
I like that.
Brian Tyler.
Yep.
Brian Tyler did the music then, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what else he had music for? Dragon Ball Evolution.
Nice.
Oh man, he's keeping it.
He's the best part of that movie.
Keeping it real. Dragon.
It's so funny that you remember everyone who
I know everything about that movie. I was obsessed. and then I
you
saw
hate it so much.
I watched all the interviews. I watched everything.
Like me with all the Neil Breen movies.
Yeah.
You know who does the music of Neil Breen movies?
Neil Breen.
Neil Breen. You know who directed it? Fucking Neil Breen. You know, wrote it? Fucking Neil Breen.
One man's responsible. I get it. I think that's why I like it so much.
Sentinel, the betrayer, is dead. But his death has given life to a new enemy. A stronger enemy. A personal enemy.
Getting it
We
branded.
will not be blinded by his deception. We are the ones who are. Decepticons! Rise up!
Doesn't it sound like we're trying to deceive people?
He really was a Megatronus fanboy.
Yeah.
Back to YouTube.
So you want to watch more of that?
Yeah.
Should I stop and start?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome. Like that, I watched something like that. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I think I get Transformers more.
Trailer did not do it justice.
No.
That was awesome.
No, it didn't. I don't think
It
it
really
did at all.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch the trailer and be like,
Yeah.
like just look at it differently now after having seen it. But I don't feel like after watching it, I think even like when we were talking about it, one of us was like, that seems like kids would like it. You know, like
Yeah.
that was like the
Which I think they will. You know,
Yeah.
sure.
But this definitely had like way more adult action themes, like storyline than what the first trailer really led to believe
Sure.
at all.
Yeah.
It felt like it was going to be way more kids humor than
Dude,
what
there
it was.
was some
slapstick.
funny stuff.
Yeah,
though.
there was some really good stuff.
I
like-
love Bumblebee being like, look, I got these swords. I'm gonna cut these guys up. And there's like,
Watch me cut these guys.
it's funny.
And there's just like
I'm gonna cut these guys. Watch.
Yeah.
the thing that I think the movie did perfect is on all of those jokes is timing.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
the
great.
timing
Because
was
like
great.
there's like I'm gonna cut these guys up and there's like a half-second pause and they run away.
Yeah.
For
the
us
same
to
with
like
you can't transform out of the
Oh, you don't think I can transform?
Watch this. It's all
It's so good.
Yeah, like I think the trailer made it seem like, okay, I'm gonna, there's gonna be some stuff, haha, funny kid's joke, that's designed for 6-year-olds, 8-year-olds.
Sure.
But man, I don't think there's ever anything that didn't hit for me in this. Like
No,
in the film, like as it with context around it, all of it just worked really well.
And like the choreography and combat and stuff in the fights was really good. I think they used the transformation of Transformers
Super
like
inventive.
just really well. And also, as opposed to, I think what's the biggest complaint, I don't know, maybe it's story and stuff is the biggest complaint, but for the Michael Bay movies and stuff, a lot of it was like Optimus Prime fighting Megatron didn't quite have the different colors as much. It was just a lot of metal. So it was often hard because they were so like real to tell what was happening sometimes. Whereas this, like, they're moving and transforming and doing stuff, but I can, like, there's the red and blue, and that's Optimus, and I can tell what he's doing.
more like the
We're
cartoon,
also not seeing it from the point of view of people, right? So, like, oftentimes you're looking up and it's just, and it's like, I don't know what's going on up there, which I think works for something like Godzilla, but for something like this, I think I appreciated the scale of being able to be on their level,
I suppose so. There's some fights where you're just seeing the Transformers fight without the people too.
Sure.
I think even then, like, they're not that distinguished because of like.
I think
there's like
real metal.
It's like a cyclone of metal. This felt a little more like formed.
Each like Transformer had a uniqueness to them. I feel like, so you could tell what was going on.
But you weren't also constantly comparing it to the real world, like because it has a stylized nature to it. Like that, I left that at the door. Which the movies I
sure,
had that the
and
entire
animation's
time.
going to help with that a lot. But I think there's ways that you could still do that in like a live action setting.
I
think
think
Bumblebee was a lot better with that.
I think Bumblebee is a lot better because a lot of the stuff with Michael Bay when it turns into what looks like a whirlwind of metal, I think is a lot of his over designing stuff.
Yeah.
To make it, because like one of their goals, as far as I remember, was they wanted every piece of the Transformer to like make sense of where it transformed from.
Yeah.
And like that's a cool idea, but you end up with so many technical small parts that you end up losing like distinct shapes and sizes that you can tell in fights, and you also end up losing a lot of color that you talked about. Is like it ended up being just like a tornado of grays hitting each other a lot of the times, unless it was Bumblebee or Optimus fighting, because they kept their colors because they're like the heroes.
Sure.
But besides that, any fights a lot of the times
very gray.
Were very gray.
Metally.
Yeah.
But no, like this had like choreography for what they're doing, as opposed to it looking like a tumbling monster of metal. Like I love like I'm gonna punch and you catch my fist. Oh yeah, well, I'm gonna grow a gun and it's gonna punch you. Like stuff like that, or like the twisting into the truck and breaking one.
Yeah,
in
that was
half,
the coolest.
Like,
maybe my favorite one.
there was
right
just
there.
some real cool stuff. I even love like Optimus putting down his wheels to get some movement and stuff.
Yeah.
Just things like that. He sucked his head in when they already established like my head's gone. Like
when he wasn't good at transforming yet, he did that as a move. When he was swiping at him with the sword.
Like all those things just worked really well. And I haven't watched like a lot of like the Transformers. I don't know if like the old animations did that a lot or Prime or anything, but in Beast Wars they didn't really do that. They were usually like robots or animals, and they would just fight.
Well, especially
the animation for this I thought was great.
Yeah, the like Beast Wars and G1, they just didn't have the budget to do that. I mean, if you go back and watch G1, it's just commercials to sell toys.
Sure.
And it's not really
It's
much
like
to it.
He-Man. And,
yeah, if you like
G.I. Joe.
take off nostalgia glasses and it just doesn't really hold up in the show, really, unless you're really like a Transformers lover. And I don't even think the stuff in the 2000s really did that. Like they maybe have started doing that more modern in like Prime. Because I only got like I said, I only got a little bit, but like I think this was like the most effective I've seen it, in like just using creative ways to choreograph fights that just make it so exciting, but it's really digestible.
Yeah.
Because of unique shapes that they use big long lines in like their legs and stuff to where you can tell, oh, that's his legs, and that's how he turns into a truck.
Yeah.
We all knew. Oh, he's closing up into a truck to crush this guy, like a full second before it happened. And it just builds the hype to watch it happen instead of being like, wait, what? How'd that happen? Which is how I felt watching some of the live action ones, is like, wait, how did we get to this place
Yeah.
You know?
Here you feel like you can follow the action. There sometimes you felt like you were slightly behind.
Yeah. You're questioning it instead of just being in the moment.
Yeah. I was curious because like I don't know a lot of Transformers. I know like some big ones. Like I know Starscream and Soundwave and Megatron and Optimus and stuff like that, Bumblebee. But like going through as they're going through with it, like they're like Orion Pax. And I'm like, well, I feel like he's Optimus. It's probably something we're gonna get to, whatever. And then we meet the one guy and he's kind of yellow and he's like, oh, just call me B. And I'm like, okay, well there we get that. When did you guys, if you did, get to the point where you're like, I think D's gonna be Megatron?
Immediately.
Yeah, I knew.
Oh, I hate all you.
Yeah.
When he turned into a tank.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I was like, oh, D, I wonder who he's
Yeah.
gonna be then. Like
I was
who
going to
starts-
say it, but I was like, no, if someone doesn't.
I'm like,
I
who
think that, I
starts
don't want
with
to ruin
a
it
D?
for him.
And then I realized that at that point, I'm like, oh man, is he gonna be Megatron? I was like, I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, fucking.
I just figured, dude, I don't know who this guy is, but if he's gonna be Optimus' best friend, the best thing he could do is make it Megatron.
It makes so much sense too why he was like the mega.
And he was a
Megatronus
Prime fanboy.
Fanboy.
Yeah.
It's like he takes that later on as his name.
And he had the Decepticon logo.
Yeah.
The
well,
sticker.
he turned Megatronus face into the logo of.
Which is cool. I love all the lore.
Yeah, I didn't think about that being like a Decepticon. I was just like, oh yeah, there's like a Transformer.
Yeah,
logo
sure,
like
I get
that,
you.
right?
Yeah. So this does change a little bit of the previous lore, which normally Megatronus like betrays the Primes, I believe. And this one, it doesn't change that. So it's interesting that his face ends up becoming the Decepticon face when he normally it's because he is the deceiver.
He was a bad guy, but now he's not.
I think I easily accepted the schism between the two friends.
Oh, absolutely.
But I think I only easily accept it because I know that's where it needs to go. If I didn't know anything else, I might be a little like, why? Like they could have talked a bit more, Like you guys are friends for so long, you're not owed an afternoon being like, hey, I understand we disagree. We should probably talk out a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like the change, like his deciding, like I'm gonna go as far as I need to go after the truth was revealed. I did feel like, well, maybe you don't have to be so mad at your friends. Immediately.
Sure.
Like he was very pushy with the getting the information back. It's like I got it.
Yeah.
And he seemed like he wanted to fight Pax then.
Yeah, I think there's some general upsetness from him from the usual things that they have had.
Well,
you know? And then it just builds into I've been lied to. Can I trust anybody? Because in a way, Orion doesn't tell him everything, and he gets him into these situations too. He's being lied to by him, kind of, right?
Sure.
Like the best seat in the house for the race was a scheme that he didn't tell him about.
Well, and everybody looks at Orion Pax. They say, well, the best thing about you is that you're hopeful, but D16, like he really likes it, but not for that reason. And I think that continues on.
Yeah. And to be fair, I feel like every one of Pax's schemes, like D16 enjoyed them while it was happening and afterwards. It's only when someone else interfered and changed the ultimate outcome did he blame Pax for it.
I mean, I think I'm the opposite. I think I understand how the schism got to the point because, like, the level of betrayal he just figured out was just so great because he thought if you follow the rules and you lived within the society the way it is, then you'll be
promoted,
successful and you can
move
move up and you can live the ideals of a Prime, and only to be found out that he became a subjugated minority for no reason other than like one person's greed and treated away in his entire life. He only could have one solution and like that's it, and he has to do that. And honestly, like I don't think Orion was a good friend. He he's optimal or
he's an
optimist, but he ends up just kind of he said he does what he wants for him and drags him D16 along despite what he wants all the time, and D16 might end up enjoying it in the moment but because they have fun and they're friends, but it's not what he wants or what he needs, and it ends up getting him in trouble a lot of the times when he wants to follow the rules. Granted, Orion Pax got lucky. Like, most of this is him getting lucking into success because of his optimism. But, like, that's also not a good friend. If you tell your friend, hey, I don't want to join this race, and he's like, oh, well, I got you good seats, and he pushes you into the New York Marathon, and you're stuck in it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the power of hope and faith. Like, sometimes it's not justified, but you do it anyway, and then you find something further. You know? I get that.
Yeah, if you're the person that has that optimism, if you're forcing somebody else into it, you're kind of being a little bit of an asshole. Sure. Like, I think Orion kind of...
I want this for you, even though you don't.
Like, I think he kind of was... He was the bad friend of the two. And I think that also built into, like, how the ending went is... It's got to be your way. Why is it your way? Every time it's been your way.
That's part of what I was saying with, like, there's the schemes he's doing. There's the things. And it's not like he's just telling D, here's what's happening. He's like, oh, here, buddy, look at this. I got a nice seat for us. Now we're in this race. And now now we got to go with it. You don't have a choice.
I think I agree with all those things. I just personally was like, they could have used more time to, like if it was a real relationship, I would have been like, hey, yes, we have some issues right now. Let's go talk about them before we just devolve into fighting, you know?
Yeah. At what point?
After they've defeated Sentinel Prime.
I just think he was so caught up in the moment, I don't think there was a stopping.
I think at that point it was too late.
Yeah.
I think the time that they could have had maybe more discussion on that is honestly, like, from you guys talking about it and me thinking back and stuff, like, I do agree that Pax was, he wasn't a good friend, but the major shift that D16 had was that, I can't trust anything that has happened to me. I'm just going to rely on myself. And it wasn't so much that he was resenting Pax, but he was just, I'm going to take care of me, and I'm not going to worry about anybody else.
Yeah, he loses trust on any leadership, and he won't be a follower anymore. Right, is what he falls into.
I think their chance to maybe have that conversation would have been with the High Guard. It was just interrupted by
an attack.
Arachnids.
Like, I have this criticism of, like, my favorite things too. Like, Revenge of the Sith. Anakin changes real quick. You know, I understand it. It just happens too quick for me. You know, so not to that extent. This is definitely way less so than that.
Yeah.
But I still felt it a little tiny bit. But again, it's the roadmap. Like, just like Revenge of the Sith, this is a roadmap to a thing that I do know.
Yeah.
So it's easier for me to take. I did look it up, though. The GoBots were, and the only reason I know this is because it was referencing Clerks 2 by Kevin Smith, but the GoBots were Tonka's response to Hasbro. Yeah, the GoBots.
You said Go-Marts.
They were the Kmart. That's the joke in Clerks 2.
Yeah.
But I just looked it up to confirm. It's like, did I make that up or did Kevin Smith make it up? But it is true. And then actually Hasbro acquired Tonka, so they now actually own the GoBots. And there's a animated series, Challenge of the GoBots, and a follow-up film that establishes them as an alternate universe within the Transformers multiverse.
Cool.
So the GoBots are in Transformers now. That's pretty cool. Cartoon-wise.
I was looking up some trivia during the credits, and one of the things I thought was really interesting was I throughout the movie I was like, why is he a D16? Because I've never heard his name like that. There's a couple different origin stories for Megatron.
Sure.
I was like, why D16? He's D16 because that was his, like, designation. It is a Japanese toy. It was like Descon 16 or something like that.
Interesting. Okay.
So they used that from his 80s toy thing, and I thought that was kind of cool to be like, what are we going to name him?
And if for somehow you know that, it's a little nod to, like, that's who he is.
If you're like a super toy collector, you're like, oh, cool.
That's a really cool reference. I was slightly confused why some people had, or some bots had alphanumeric designations and then others had more names.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm not sure.
AK-247 and, whoever coming into the archives.
B127.
Yeah.
And then you have, like, Alita 1.
Yeah.
She kind of had both.
Yeah, a little bit.
But Orion Pax doesn't fit that thing. So I was curious, but I'm sure there's a good reason. Or even if there isn't, like, it doesn't bother me that much.
It's just a different culture.
Yeah. I want to see more of the primes because I thought they were really cool.
Yeah.
They were
they said, like, and this is Steve. Huh?
Yeah.
He's foreign.
Yeah.
So, like, normal naming convention is out the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The primes are really cool. I know in comics they they get a little nutty and like have power over like cosmic, like one is like domain over like time and stuff like that. So like
I love
there's really cool stuff with them.
Was it Alpha Trion or whatever?
Alpha Trion.
He felt like a Transformers druid. Like
Yeah.
he's doing this like, let me manipulate the ground and the dust and show you visions and give you this.
He did.
And let me turn into this big cat
He
thing
turned into
and
a
kill
beast,
stuff.
yeah.
I was like, he was cool.
Just as he was speaking, I just kept going like, I intimately know this voice, and I cannot place it.
I could not. Yeah.
At first, I was thinking it was Bernard the Watcher. I thought him for a little bit, and then I was like, nah, maybe not. But then I was like, at a point, like I kept on like, you know what? Stop listening to the voices and like just listen to the Transformers.
Yeah.
But yeah, as like having like a little bit of Transformers experience, like I thought it was like the story I thought was really good. I enjoyed like the humor of it a lot.
Yeah.
The choreography, animation, all that stuff was really good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to. I am interested to see if I want to see Transformers 2. You know,
That'd
be cool.
Yeah, I hope, because it didn't do great in the box office, I hope it does well enough in home sales to get a sequel. Because
There's
like,
definitely movies that have done that,
Yeah.
but I don't know how many have done that more recently. You know
Yeah,
what
I don't know.
Like back in the day, it used to be like, box office didn't do well, but home sales, VHS sales.
There's no DVD stuff anymore.
Yeah, but
I mean,
then-
that used to be like, hey, your movie could not do well in the theater, but you're going to get a lot of back end. And
Yeah.
that just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
well,
so I don't know.
hopefully in stuff like renting and like it has enough success in watches once it comes to whatever streaming service it comes to, that its watch numbers dictate enough, because like we've already set up, we've got Megatron, we've got the Quintessence. There's
See, I don't know what quintessence are. I've never heard of them before.
I haven't heard of them before either.
they're a little bit, they're like
I assume just another species.
yeah, they're another
somewhere that
species.
came
There's
to the
there's all
planet.
kinds of different stuff.
But
you
like
can
there
do
were
with
so many things they
Transformers.
said where I'm like, that's a nod to this. Like Eric's saying like the GoBot things. I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't catch that one right
Well,
away.
and they,
but
they
like
reference the touch.
yeah, like you don't have the touch and you don't have the power.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, oh what? Like I love those little nods, but they're not like huge in your face. They're just kinda like in there,
Yeah.
you know? Like if I watch it with my kids, they're not gonna get that,
No.
but I don't think it interrupts anything either, just having it there.
No.
And, you know, while in the beginning I was like, I want to go into this clean slate, like, Bumblebee is so much better, because I remember thinking in the movie, like, I wish he could talk. And now I'm like, nah, I understand. Like, he's annoying. It's better that he doesn't talk.
I love they put that over his mouth,
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, he wouldn't stop talking when he was unconscious, especially when he was unconscious.
What?
But like,
I was gonna say.
yeah, him with the mask, him jumping into the broadcast room and stuff too. Like, man, there's a little bit of a darker side here, but also like, he's been down there for how long? Somewhere between a long time and forever.
Yeah.
You know, like. Maybe he's gone a little crazy down there, talking to himself and his three friends that he voices. You know.
Of the four main like characters, I do think that if we get more of these, I do need him to change some. I think. I don't think that will continue to work for me as Bumblebee.
Sure, I get what you mean.
I don't need him to like drastically change, but I need some of it to maybe tone down.
I think if you bring in more characters, you also like then kind of split up people to who you're seeing, so you don't have him as much. And then when you do, it's like I don't know, the genie or something, where like maybe it could be too much if you had him all the time, but the little bits you get of him, it's so much fun.
My favorite example is Hitchcock and Scully. from
Yeah, there
Brooklyn
you go.
Nine-Nine.
That's a good one.
Is like too much of them and it's overdone. I think in this movie he was fine.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him. I thought all of it was funny. But if we get more, I do think I need him to be a little bit more responsible,
mature,
and maybe kind of get out of that mania a little bit.
Sure, yeah. I mean, hopefully him having people and doing more
and responsibilities.
He will have to like, as he changed being stuck down there alone, he will change a little bit. Having been
that's all that I want. Is if we get more, I'd like to see that.
I mean, we just watched him kill 2 of his friends. You know, like that much power has to come with responsibility.
Man, I love the punching in the eye thing.
Yeah, it just kept happening.
It's like, why should we follow you? We should follow you. It's just so funny.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder if they'll go into like a war for Cybertron and different things like that.
Yeah.
You know, like you could really have some fun stories with a lot of that.
We know the idea of like Bumblebee in the future loses his ability to speak, right?
Well,
I don't
doesn't
think
have to.
it doesn't. I don't think that was initially.
No,
right?
that
like
was
back
a-
in the old ones. I think that kind of started with Michael Bay movies.
Yeah, that was a Michael Bay.
I think it was a
original.
way of like easing people into the idea that this is a sentient machine by being like, "What's wrong with the radio?" You know.
Yeah, and I think it also was like a way that could humanize him in a different way, is because he had to speak through radio voices,
human voices
you know,
and
so he had like a human voice kind of, and it kind of gives you a little bit to grab onto because he's not, I don't know how to describe it.
It also has a weird element where it's like he can communicate, but not precisely sometimes, right? Like he can get the idea
Sure.
across, but he
Yeah.
can't just say exactly sometimes what he feels, right?
So it forces the characters to have more empathy.
Yeah, he
to
can't be like, "Hey,
communicate.
you know you like that girl, right?" He has to just play a
Yeah.
cute little love song kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like R2. You can tell what R2 is feeling, but you can't tell what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to kind of like translate
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
so I don't know if they will do something like that too.
I just
or
figured
anything.
because it's.
I do
still
wonder,
Michael Bay.
like, if they continue this as like a franchise from this starting point, if they get to the point of like, you know, now we have to go to Earth.
Yeah. I mean, you could, if this movie was successful, you could get a new Beast Wars at some point in this style.
Yeah, those
You
deer
know.
things were pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'd
those
like
deer
to
are
see,
really cool.
and the cat thing that the Alpha
Yeah.
turned
Tryon,
into.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
You could get a Unicron as a villain at some point. You could get Dinobots.
Yeah. What were they called? They weren't Decepticons. They were called they were called something else, I think, right?
I mean, there's a bunch of them.
Well, in Beast Wars, like it wasn't Optimus Prime, it was Optimus Primal.
Yeah,
and
they were-
they had different
There's
names.
Predacons?
Predacons, that's what they
Is
were.
that what it is?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like they were something else, and I thought about it during this, but I couldn't think of it now.
There's Insecticons, there's Predacons, there's like different subgroups, like there's Combiners.
Yeah.
There's all
It's like
kinds of
Catch
stuff.
a Predacon.
Ugh.
It could be cool to have.
I want Peter Cullen to say that.
Why don't you sit down?
Why don't you have a seat?
As it went on more and more too, I did like the voice for Optimus, like Orion into Optimus thing that we did with Chris Hemsworth.
With
it
each
starts-
transformation, it felt like his voice would get a little more
closer to Peter
It didn't
Cullen.
really hit like kind of there until like the very end, where it's like you can kind of hear what they're doing with it to get a little bit more Optimus Prime.
And then
you know?
Peter Collins' Optimus is just he feels so wise and experienced just by the nature of his voice. If
Yeah.
you had that here, it might not work.
Yeah, he shouldn't have that. He's supposed to be kind of younger and building
Yeah,
into that, you know?
like-
he isn't Optimus Prime. That's why he's Orion Pax, right?
I really think.
And they literally make him grow.
Yeah, I really think Chris Hemsworth, but especially Brian Tyree Henry.
Tyree, yeah.
Yeah, were really really good with their voices.
Yeah, he had a really good performance.
But I think trying to emulate Peter Cullen early would have been bad, and he said specifically they didn't try to.
Yeah.
He worked with Peter Cullen. I also read that
Really?
to get
Oh,
the
that's cool.
younger voice down, and I think. As he grew, it got closer and closer. But that last like driving out scene to
Sure.
go be
You
like
have that
the
moment where, like,
quintessence, I was like,
we are here with
oh shit, that's actually like pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Like as far
Especially
as like
when he put the mask up and there was a little bit of modulation
yeah.
there.
I thought that was really good, but I really think the Megatron voice really kind of carried.
Also, like, I know, like, a lot of people are gonna, like, it's like any voice, but, like, my kids don't know really that Optimus Prime. But if they watch this, that will just be, like,
Their
the Optimus Prime that
Sure.
has that voice, you know?
Yeah.
I know older people who have that nostalgia, you know, Kenny or whoever it is gonna be like, oh, man, Peter Cullen is Optimus Prime. But I thought Chris did a really good job with it.
Yeah, I think he could be a really solid Optimus Prime for like another generation that could come up on a new, you know, wave of Transformers. You know, because like this easily could be a 10-year-old's favorite movie and get them into Transformers now.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, and he's
Absolutely.
So.
All right, that was fun.
Thank you guys for polling with this too,
Yeah.
because like I know a lot of people are like, oh, I had to win a poll to get on here, but I think like we watched the trailer. I know Jake, but like we didn't really have the same connection to Transformers, and sometimes that happens with some movies where we're like, I don't really know that well. So I'm glad people were like, no, watch this. It was really good, and I'm glad a lot of people recommended it and voted for it on the poll because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, as soon as it became available, it shot up on the recommendations like real fast.
Which is awesome.
Yeah,
So
hopefully that's good for its.
That's why we have it. I know people get frustrated that we put stuff on polls, but sometimes we don't have connections like you guys do, and I'm glad you guys let us know that this was really good, because it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just want to let that know.
Yeah. So if there's another one, maybe we'll be a little more quicker about.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
Sure. Yeah.
It's hard to tell there's so many things out there. It's hard to tell what's like, we should definitely watch this.
Yeah,
you know?
what the priority is.
I really hope to make Transformers fans out of you guys in the future if they keep making this.
They keep doing this and doing it good. Then
Transform us.
oh, man. He said the thing.
Title.
Guys, thank you so much for watching Transformers 1 with us. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. We have new movies every Friday, and if you want to help us decide for future movies, go over to blindweb.com. Update recommendations, 3 movies that you would love to see us react to, and also every other week we have polls, so you can see all that over at blindweb.com.